After the recent retardation of video games such as Amnesia Rebirth and the stupidity and brokenness of video games such as Cyberpunk 2077, there wasn't a lot of video games I was specifically looking forward to in the future, or specifically this year, but that is until the event hosted by Nvidia, the GeForce RTX event that was held like yesterday, and we've got the brand new reveal trailer for Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. Now, as you know, I covered the first trailer which dropped back at the PlayStation Showcase. I enjoyed it very much. I said I was excited for the game, but hopefully the next trailer would be something along the lines of a gameplay trailer to see what we're actually talking about here. And the game itself was supposed to drop in December of 2020. And of course the game was delayed because, Scott wanted more time with the company to work on the actual game and not release a Cyberpunk 2077, but actually release a functioning normal game that we can enjoy at launch. So hopefully he takes that to heart and the game releases the way it should once that actual release date is set in stone. Obviously, we don't have a set in stone release date for this game, and this new trailer just gave me more hyped, but disappointed me at the same time. Now let's talk about why specifically. Well, because we didn't get any gameplay again. In fact, we actually got the same thing we got at the PlayStation Showcase. Footage panning over multiple locations in the restaurant, and then ends with a jump scare slash, well, it didn't end with a jump scare, it ended with a laugh, and the title. It was like a 40-second clip. It was nothing too specific. It was nothing too special. We didn't get any teases, we didn't get gameplay, we didn't get a first look at the animatronics and what are they and what they look like, the Glamrock ones. And we didn't get any teases of the gameplay or anything. Which is very interesting because the Five Nights at Freddy's original games had that similar marketing where Scott would just, make animations based on the actual game. Unless Five Nights at Freddy's 2 and 3 and 4, well, those the games specifically used in gameplay footage to make the trailer. The first game was only like a CGI trailer thing. So I was hoping for, we would actually get this gameplay trailer, and that's gonna be the second trailer for this game, and we're gonna see the release date. We got none of that. We didn't even get the release date. So, but we know for a fact it's coming out this year. Now we have 11 months more to choose when. I'm guessing after the gameplay trailer comes out, that's where we'll also have the release date reveal. Hopefully, I'm hoping it's somewhere around the summertime. That'd be pretty cool. I don't have a specific reason as to why, but I think it functioned pretty well. Maybe at the anniversary of the first game in August. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be a reason to release it in August. And another thing is that I'm also going to be covering the future of the Five Nights at Freddy's series, specifically what we might and can get in 2021. This year has been really much started off 2020 was horrible, so let's talk about the future of Five Nights at Freddy's. So the first thing we're gonna talk about, obviously, is gonna be about the movie. Apparently, it's very rumored that it will start filming soon, so if it will start filming soon, that means this movie has already found its director, and the movie has found like an entire production crew that's gonna work on it. I mean, not Blumhouse, I'm guessing other production companies can help as well. As far as I know, that's how filmmaking happens. We're gonna get that, we're gonna get the news who's the director, and we're gonna get maybe the first couple of castings, who's the main castings. Apparently the film will be around Michael Afton, the son of William Afton, aka the Purple Man, aka Springtrap. So we're gonna get a film about him, who's gonna be the main actor, who are gonna be the other characters, is gonna follow more of the video games, or is gonna follow more of the books, because the books actually have a plot with a first, second, and a third act, and actual following of, actual characters with voices and stuff, and arcs, and things like that the original games really lack. Not to the actual disadvantage of the actual games, but, the Five Nights at Freddy's game, through gameplay, they're really simplistic, so they don't have that bigger stuff, So I'm really excited to see what the movie's gonna look like. Hopefully it's gonna follow more in the lines of a Sonic movie or Detective Pikachu, and less in the lines of, Monster Hunter or the Resident Evil franchise or Assassin's Creed, because all of those game movies were awful. Nobody put effort in them. They released them just for the sake of people who will recognize the IP and give us more money just based off of that, not actual quality of, world building, plot consistency, and, relevance, and character consistency, and actual development and arcs. We get none of those in those movies, so hopefully we're gonna get those. This movie has been delayed to hell due to Scott Reed writing the script 1,000 times. Hopefully that means the quality of the actual script is improving and the screenplay will stand the test of time and be an actual good, well-made film, which would actually be one of the firsts in one of the rare things in Hollywood where a video game film is actually pretty good. We really don't get that, like, barely ever. So hopefully we're gonna see that. I mean, another thing around that news is that game theory will actually work directly on the film if we're going by what, their conversations between, like, Blum and, game theory were on Twitter. So if we're gonna get those discussions, hopefully they're gonna actually bring him on, because MadPat is a person who puts time and effort into his videos and puts time and effort into research around the FNAF lore and the FNAF universe. So hopefully we're gonna see all of that good jazz there. Another and last piece of news is we're gonna cover 2 video games in one, since we know nothing about them, so I'm gonna cover them in both in the same section. And that's Five Nights at Freddy's Into Madness and the AAA Five Nights at Freddy's multiplayer game. Now, what do I want from these games? Well, Into Madness, apparently it's rumored that they're gonna be like a Super Smash Bros. Type Five Nights at Freddy's game with FNAF characters. Honestly, I really don't want it to be that, because Ultimate Custom Night, and it was sort of that, and it also starts reminding me of FNAF World, and the less you remind me of FNAF World, the better. Let's not talk about that game.
I've made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment.
That's all I have to say on Into Madness, because there's nothing to go by. There's not even what genre will it be in. Like, we got to reveal a AAA Five Nights at Freddy's game is going to be a multiplayer game, so we can discuss around that what that's going to be. But Into Madness, we have nothing. So, in like the multiplayer AAA game, is it gonna be like a Call of Duty thing where we have the FNAF characters on Nuketown and we're going into an FPS battle? Is that what we're getting with the multiplayer game? Hopefully not, but here's what I actually think is gonna be. It's gonna follow a pattern of Friday the 13th, the game, and Dead by Daylight, where we're gonna have maybe one person who's gonna be a random animatronic and a couple of people. Maybe they can be people completely like irrelevant and just like player characters, or they can actually be relevant to the universe of Friday the 13th. We're yet to see that. And you're actually gonna go around hunting and killing them before they complete their task and escape the area or something, and that's how the humans win. Or it's gonna be, and this is what I'm hoping for really, is gonna be basically the first three Five Nights at Freddy's games, where we basically have this big pizzeria with multiple offices with 4 different players, and every player will be in his own office completing tasks, closing down the doors, and waiting from 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. to come. And that's how, the humans and the security guards win. And on the other side, we have 4 player-controlled animatronics, and you run around the entire pizzeria. They use the gameplay, humans use the gameplay advantage of, closing down the doors, turning on the lights to see where you are, checking the cameras and stuff, while you maybe hide around the areas. You try to sneak up on them and actually get in the office and kill them, and from their perspective, it's a literal jump scare. So that's going to be really interesting. I want to see all of this, happen, because it really does sound really cool. It really sounds cool. I mean, there's a lot of potential with a AAA, big budget production, AAA Five Nights at Freddy's multiplayer game. Hopefully it doesn't get in the area of microtransactions and its live service will fix it later type game. It's gonna be a complete multiplayer game at launch and actually enjoyable and not filled with loot boxes, because I wasn't ever worried about the FNAF franchise and doing that but when you go into the AAA market, yeah, you have to start worrying about that. So that's all I have to cover around the news, and the last bit of news for the Five Nights at Freddy's thing is my critique. And why is it taking so long? Well, because I'm starting from scratch again. Because I figured I cannot upload a 2-hour video. There's no chance of me doing that. I already did a 1-hour video on like the first game, but now I'm gonna be including the video in sections. So the introduction, the gameplay, the story, etc, etc, they won't be part of the one whole video, but they'll be sections and they'll be uploaded in parts, and it'll be a whole series on the channel. So the Five Nights at Freddy's critique will have multiple parts, and they'll be releasing throughout this year. I don't have a specific release date as to when all of them will come out. They'll come out when they come out, when I get to actually working on them. So I'm gonna have to re-record the entire thing. Hopefully that's gonna go well. Probably not. So that's all I have for this video, Zombies Internet. If you guys did enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like to show your support. Your support means the universe to me, Zombies Internet. Thank you all so much. As well as share this video to show your even more support, and so we can reach brand new people that might not have ever heard of me. And looking at this story graph is that more people who watch my videos aren't subscribed and didn't turn on that notification bell. So be sure to remedy that mistake and join the Zombies Internet army. We're growing stronger and faster. We can reach new heights, and let's push to that dream of 200 subscribers. That will be amazing, Zombies Internet. Again, thank you all so much for you giving me a chance to entertain you. Hopefully I'm doing a good job. I can't wait to see all of you in the next video. Follow me on social media, just Instagram, that's specifically what I use the most, and my Steam page in the description below, as well as the Discord server, Wayne Manor, in the description below. Link to the invite is there as well. Check out the Thumpcast members there in the description below as well. Check out our podcast, Thumpcast, in the description below as well. So thank you all for your incredible support, Zombies Internet. See you next video, and bye!